We begin tonight with Decision 2026 coverage. In the race for Woodbury County Attorney, it is on, and tonight the case against Sioux City artist Bradshaw has shined a bright spotlight on this race. KTIV's Kaylee Doms has more.
And in doing so, he also showed the people of Woodbury County how their money is being spent.
The case against Bradshaw now turning political as the race for Woodbury County Attorney is in full swing.
It's actually one of the reasons why I decided to run, was because as a taxpayer, I didn't like what I was seeing.
This week, incumbent James Loomis facing immense criticism both from the public and his challenger, Ben Mulford. This comes after Loomis chose to continue prosecution after Mayor Bob Scott and Siouxland Chamber of Commerce President Chris McGowan promised to drop the charges against Bradshaw. Loomis says it is his job to uphold the law and that city leaders did want to pursue the charges. In a statement to KTIV on Friday, Loomis said in part, quote, "The Woodbury County Attorney's office reached out and met with Sioux City leaders, which included the city attorney, the city manager, and chief of police on December 23rd, 2025, regarding how to move forward with the case and what it wanted to see happen. The consensus after that meeting from city leadership was that there needed to be accountability for the crime." Mulford says he would have done the same things Loomis did up until that memorandum of agreement was signed.
Once you have that contract with the city and everybody has entered into it in good faith, that's where James stopped, said, "No, I'm not going to honor this contract." I would have said, yes, you grin and bear, but you would definitely pull everybody aside and say never again.
Now, voters will have the ultimate decision on who they want for their county attorney when they hit the polls in November. Kaylee Doms, KTIV News 4.
Kaylee, thank you. Loomis and Mulford are the only candidates in the race. Loomis, a Republican, has been working in the Woodbury County Attorney's office since 2003. He was elected county attorney in 2022, beating then-incumbent Patrick P.J. Jennings. Mulford, a Democrat, earned his law degree from the University of South Dakota School in 2017.